Everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a wonderful day. It's very hot in SoCal and I am sweating. So if you hear this fan, I have a fan right underneath me, so you might hear a little whirring noises, but that's from the fan. And today I wanted to do kind of a red shampoos I've been trying out review slash how I keep my hair red. Now I've been a redhead since January, since the beginning of January, and I've had red hair before many years ago, and at that time my hair was really damaged, so I had to kind of chop it all off and dye it black and then kind of start over. So that was a bit horrifying for me at that time, but I love red hair. It's actually my very favorite color. I think it's probably because I loved Little Mermaid when I was growing up, and then my favorite literary character is Anne of Green Gables, and she has red hair, and then I love Merida from Brave, and so I just really love red ginger type hair, so natural or fake. So I just love red hair, and so when I decided to go back to redhead, it was kind of a commitment because I knew that it takes a lot to maintain red hair. Now the only difference this time is I do not dye my hair at home. Before I used to dye my hair at home, so this time I actually go get it done professionally. This is going to be more of how I kind of maintain the brightness, because when I do go to the salon to get my roots touched up, the rest of my hair at the bottom, they're not really touching, so that needs to stay as vibrant as I can. Now the red I have here is a bit bright because I did have to bleach my whole hair first in order to get the red brightness that I have now. So if you're thinking that you have dark hair and you want to get it up to here, it's not possible. You will have to bleach it, or even if you buy an at-home kit, that at-home kit will need to have some bleach in it basically to get it this kind of color. It's been 6 months since I've had this hair, and during that time I've gotten slightly orange or red, and then I've also kind of toned down and added a little bit more of a purpley pink type red into my hair. So my hair is kind of all over the place, but I have kind of played with tones a bit. So first I kind of want to talk about what I do to maintain my hair, and that is I use sulfate-free shampoo. So I always use sulfate-free shampoo when I want to deep cleanse my hair. So I don't wash my hair every day. In the beginning, when I was a lot brighter red, I would wash my hair every 2 days. So on my third day, I would wash my hair. If I could push it to like a fourth day, then I would wash my hair then. I'm a little bit lucky because I work from home, so greasy roots, nobody's gonna know. So, but sometimes that's not possible. I do have a lot of hair, so it does get greasy and heavy feeling really fast. And when you just have a lot of hair and you don't wash it for a while, no amount of dry shampoo is gonna make it smell good. So at that time usually is when I will wash my hair, but now I wash it every other day. But first step, don't wash your hair every day. As much as you can, kind of prolong it with dry shampoo. Now you don't want to overdo it because dry shampoo can clog your roots and kind of cause more hair fallout. It can kind of cause damage to scalp, make you very dry and flaky and things like that. So use dry shampoo sparingly, people. Don't overdo it. Don't go weeks on end just with dry shampoo. It's not good for your scalp. And right now I'm trying to grow my hair, so I do definitely try to take care of my scalp as well. So don't wash your hair every day. Use dry shampoo when you can, and then occasionally you're gonna have to deep cleanse your hair to make sure you get all that dry shampoo out, all that gunk out. And when I do, I still use a sulfate-free shampoo. So what I like is the L'Oreal sulfate-free Ever Pure line. So they have a bunch of different lines, and I think I've used all of those different lines, but I think right now I'm using the hair thickening one because I've found that I'm starting to lose a lot more hair just as I get older. So I'm using the hair thickening one, and I love the way those smell, and they are sulfate free, so I really like that. The type of shampoos you want to look for your normal wash, not your deep cleaning, are just color safe ones. Now there are two types of color safe ones. There are ones that are just color safe, and they're not going to strip your hair, and then there's one specifically for red hair. Now this one is just a regular color safe shampoo, but it was recommended for people with red hair because it strips color very little. So this is the AG Hair Care, and I believe I bought this at Ulta, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I bought this at Ulta, and it's just like a clear type gel, a little bit milky. It was okay. Now I will say, a lot of these color shampoos, because they're trying to not strip your hair, they aren't going to be that great at foaming and really kind of cleansing your hair. So your hair does feel a little bit greasy still. So I found I had to use a lot of this just to kind of really actually wash my hair. Now if you have thin hair or fine hair, then you're probably going to be good with this, but for me it just was not good enough to wash my roots. After the third day, my hair would just feel so dirty. So I would not recommend that, even though I had a lot of good ratings. Next is, now let's go into the red shampoos that I've used. So these actually contain color in their the shampoo, and I know like John Frieda sells one and some other people sell one. Those kind of seem like the shampoo, the mixture is just dyed, like there's just coloring in the mixture to make it that color. And these two that I'm going to talk about right now actually seem like they have like staining properties in the shampoo. Your hand is stained for a good 10 minutes after, like it's red. And so that's how I know I feel like it's actually working, and it really is kind of depositing color in and kind of refreshing your color. So this one I got on Amazon, and it is the Color Plus by All Nutrient. It looks like this, and they had a bunch of different types of red color, but I got the warm red color because again I like a more reddish orange type color. And you can kind of see a little bit of how it looks like, the color, how it looks like. I don't know if you can see that, but it's like kind of like a more orangey color, right? You can just see the staining inside and how it's stained out here. So this definitely had a lot more. This one kind of was very thick, and it kind of was super opaque. It did not lather up as well, again, but it definitely left a dark stain in my hair. So I do like this one. I just felt like I wish it was a little bit more sudsy, but I liked it. The next one I'm using right now currently is the Watercolors shampoo, and this one is in the color Fluid Fire. And there's a bunch of different other types of red shades that you can get. This is the one that I have. So you kind of have to look at the descriptions very well, because sometimes they'll say copper, sometimes they'll say fire or crimson heat or whatever it is, and then you kind of have to read the description, whether it's a bit more pink tone, whether it's more of a red, like a warm tone. So I think a lot of people, if they have blonde hair and they just go straight in with these shampoos, it can dye your hair temporarily. So you just have to be a little bit careful of that. I only recommend these if you have red hair already and you're trying to just maintain that color in between touch-ups, because these do stain. Now this one, I really thought it was going to be like an orangey red color, but oddly enough, when you apply it to your hands, and I still have some in here, so I'm going to apply it now to my hands so you can see the color selection. This one is very different from the All Nutrient one. It almost has like this gel consistency. I don't know if you can see that. It almost looks like jam in a way. The other one is like a very opaque, almost paint-like color. This one, like the texture is just like paint flowing down. This one has like this weird translucence to it. Do you see that? How it looks a little bit gel-like, a little bit translucent, and it's definitely a lot more pink than I thought. Like you can see that's pretty pink. And so it was a little bit weirded. It kind of weirded me out. It didn't seem like Fluid Fire, but it does work, and I will say it smells better, and it does suds up a lot more. I will say both of these you have to use a lot if you have thick hair to really make it feel clean. And you can see it has stained my hands. So I washed my hands, and you can see a lot of it did come off, but I still have a little bit, tiny bit here that it still has in there. So I definitely recommend you soap your hands after and wash it. Now I only applied a little bit and I wiped it off, but normally when I do this, and I'm actually kind of massaging it all over my hair, I do have some staining on my hands after my shower. I like both of them, but if I'd have to recommend, I would probably recommend this one, just because I feel like it feels a little bit more cleaner on my hair, and it still kind of has some color in it. But if you have thinner hair and you're more worried about just color vibrancy, then I would recommend this one. For me, the payoff of just feeling like my roots are a bit cleaner is more important to me, so I'm using this one. But if color is more important, then I would recommend this one. I think they're both the same amount of product that you get. And if I remember correctly, I think this one might be more expensive though. Now, the next thing is to use a really good conditioner. So you're going to want to use color safe conditioner as well. And you can ask for color safe, color safe conditioners for red hair. If you look those up. This AG one, again, the one I bought at Ulta, was okay. I actually liked the conditioner much more than I liked the shampoo, but again, it's not very moisturizing, so you will have to use other products to kind of hydrate your hair and make sure it feels soft, because it's definitely not enough. But it's not enough on purpose, because you don't want a conditioner that really seeps into your hair shaft and kind of pick up the color when you're rinsing it off, right? So you want to do your best to have a conditioner that just kind of will gently condition your hair, and that's it. So I know some people that when they're trying to maintain the red hair, they will actually condition their hair first, and they'll use a red shampoo like this on top to kind of rinse out the conditioner, and that way the last thing on their hair is that color from the shampoo. So that one was okay. I do have the Watercolors conditioner as well, and this one doesn't have specific shade tones. It just says red here, but this one's a bit different because it doesn't. Let me just see if I can show you the color of it. No, I won't show you the color, but it's also kind of like a creamy pink. I think maybe you can see it there. I don't know if you can see it right there, but it's like a creamy pink. And I will have to say, this is probably the worst conditioner I've ever tried in my life. It does absolutely nothing. Like, you put it on your hair and then it just feels like water and it rinses off. Like, it does nothing. Like, I have to use so much of it to even get somewhat of a feeling. I do like that it has a little bit of color, but again, I feel like the color that it has is just added color to tint the actual product, but not like pigments to actually stain your hair. So I do not recommend this at all. What I do instead to kind of maintain my red hair is I'll actually just use regular gentle conditioner, sometimes even a hair mask actually. Those are not even gentle, but I will use those, and I'll mix in a temporary dye. So I'll just take any kind of conditioner that I have that is pretty good quality, and I will mix in a temporary dye like this Manic Panic Amplified in Hot Pink. So I was using this when my hair was slightly on the pinker side, like a pinker red, and this one that I like more is the Special Effects Semi-Permanent Intense Hair Color in Hot Lava. Now, these do not contain any bleach or any kind of lightening properties. They're just temporary hair dye, so they wash off after a few washes. The great thing about the Manic Panic Amplified version is that it is a bit stronger, so it does linger in your hair a bit longer. So this is the one that I mainly used, this Hot Lava from Special Effects. You can see the color here through the bottle is really close to what I have now. It's a very, very warm orange red. So in the beginning, when my hair was slightly, more of an orange red, I would just use this only, mix it in with conditioner, a good amount, so that you get a lot of the color. And that way I would leave it on my hair, and I felt like by doing that, I would still get a lot of the conditioning effects, but even when I rinsed it out, since I've added this, it was still putting some color into my hair as well. This one would kind of actually deposit the color, or if anything, just balance out what the conditioner was doing. And by doing that, I felt like my hair color was really nicely maintained, and I also had really soft hair for that week. When my hair was slightly more pinker red, I would mix these two. I never used this by itself because this is like hot pink. This is what I used when I actually had hot pink ends. These are not going to really dye your hair a whole lot, but it was just kind of, it would definitely give my hair a refresh. Now, on times when I felt like my hair definitely felt like it was feeling a little dull, or maybe I felt like my hair, like I wasn't going to be able to go to the salon for another month or so, then I would actually just use this by itself, just put it all over like you would a normal hair dye, wrap it up, put it in a bun, put some plastic over it, and then keep it on there for about 2-3 hours, like you would normally, and then and then just kind of wash it all out. And so these are all just vegetable dyes, so they're not like gonna bleach your hair or anything like that. But when I did that, it definitely brightened and amped up my hair color for a good month or so, and then I would by that time I would have gone to the salon. So this really is kind of the key thing. This and the actual red shampoos, those really bright ones, I think those two definitely help you maintain your hair color. Now on day to day, when you feel like your hair feels like straw because you're using regular color safe conditioners, I definitely recommend argan oil. So the argan oil I use is Sapura de Ora argan oil, and you can find this on Amazon. They also come up on Haute Look quite a bit, and it's just a little stopper bottle like this. And I would literally put, now again I have a lot of hair, so I would put maybe 3, 4, 5 drops, about that much. I would just drag it through the ends, and this helps so much because again, a lot of the color safe conditioners are not actually very hydrating, and you can't do a mask every single time, and sometimes in the morning it's just too much to do this all the time, mixing in with your conditioners. I would only do that maybe like once a week, using this and putting it all over my hair like once a month. I would say if you need anything, it's the red shampoo with the pigments, temporary hair dye like this, the Manic Panic Amplified or the Special Effects one, and argan oil, and of course dry shampoo. So I guess you need a lot of products, but you knew that going in when you were getting red hair, because again, red hair is a lot to maintain. So yeah, so that's it right now so far for how I maintain my hair. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe for more content. I make skincare, makeup videos, also hair, because I love hair obviously, and I also make a lot, I will be starting to make a lot more book videos, but those will be in a separate playlist called BookTube, and so you can go there if you are a bookworm like me. So I think that's it. Thank you again for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.